We live right now. Yeah, I'm back. So, do we got some conscious people still out here, or is this conscious community thing over with? Because I came on here, tell some people what I've been going through, my spiritual journey. I told people that, like, yeah, next season I was going to definitely get into it. So, let's see if I could get into it. I'm feeling blue right now, so bear with me. Um, yeah, when I went on, like when all of this changed for me, I was listening to I felt like somebody coming downstairs. What up? But like I was saying, when this shit all started for me, I was listening to a dude named Brother Panic. I was in VA and I had some headphones on, and he was talking online like a radio station or something like that. He was talking, and I resonated with his energy because he was from New York and I was all the way down south. So it was like the first time I'm getting to hear somebody from New York. So I'm like, oh yeah, I'm tapped in. It's Friday night. Vibrations is high. How y'all doing? I'm doing good. Kind of blue right now, tell you the truth. I got a blue hat on and a blue shirt and I'm feeling blue. Yeah, under the weather. But yeah, anyway, so I was listening to this dude, Brother Panic, and he was saying things that was kind of like resonating with my spirit or whatever. But back then I was really like I didn't know anything about like consciousness or this the spiritual world or anything like that. I was lost. I mean, I knew about God and I believed in the Bible, and I was a Christian and all that. So what I mean. But yeah, Snoop, I'm your best fan. Oh, ain't that sweet? That's what's up. Appreciate you. What happened? It says what? Spiritual invitation. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That sounds like a lot, brother. Enjoy your war on intelligence and children. Yeah. This is not my war. I'm not trying to fight a war. I'm just here, living my life, taking care of my family, fighting my little daily wars of life. Like, I'm not worried about like a whole bunch of stuff I can't fix. I'm worried about the things I can fix. So I just came on here to let y'all know my spiritual journey. You know what I mean? Because this is what I went through, and like I was in the dark. Like I didn't have. I mean, like I remember the first time my heart chakra opened. It was before I was introduced to Brother Panic. I mean, and if anybody know how I feel when your heart chakra open, it's like a overwhelming feeling. It's like you're right next to God Himself, or it, the Creator of all things. It's just like an unconditional love feeling. It felt like I had a scratch ticket for like $20 billion. I won the lottery. It was like the most blissfulest feeling I have ever felt in my life. I was just like crying with tears, and it was amazing. And ever since then, like I could watch a commercial and it'll bring tears to my eyes. Like I got a loving heart, and that's when I knew my heart chakra was open. But it took me from like looking up psychics and like mind readers and all types of stuff that just was weird to me. You know what I mean? Like I always been intrigued with like ghosts and aliens, and so I was always a weird one, and I just didn't realize like I had this spiritual connection. So it all came together. Ignorance is love. It surely is. And don't hate people ignorance. Love it. It's all good. It's not that bad. You gotta have a positive mindset. Sports has destroyed the price of education. Education always been high. It didn't matter if you was in sports, not. It's always been high. Your ego is massive. I mean, it's how you sustain life. If you didn't have no ego, you would not be alive. Your ego is what's gonna keep you from running your fucking car into like somewhere, you know? Your ego is gonna keep you from touching that stove and you know it's hot on fire. Your ego is what's gonna catch you to say, oh, something's about to happen to me. So you gonna have an ego. Like, what are you talking about? But like you said, ignorance is love. We love ignorance. I'm not the brightest star either, but you know, I'm talking about my experience and the things that I've been through. So that's why I come on here and like the things I seen. So on my spiritual journey, that was the first start of it. It was when my heart chakra was opening. Um, it was during the time when I was like feeling really poor. Uh, I was living in my girlfriend at the time, mom's house inside the basement. So like I had just lost my apartment, you know, and I wasn't doing so good at that time. And I think I was making a song. I think I was rapping because, I rap. I always rap. Music has only been my only outlet to escape things. So I always rap, you know what I mean? But so I'm just sitting there and then a commercial come on. I can't even remember what commercial it was, but whatever commercial came on, it did something to me. Like, only thing I could think of having this knowledge of self right now is that that was the time my heart chakra opened, because all of a sudden it was like I was in church and I was catching the Holy Ghost, because like all of a sudden I just like my eyes just flooded, tears of joy. It's like I scratched the lottery ticket. I won $1 million. I swear, it's like I won $1 million, gang. And it was like overwhelming my heart. My heart just was like flooding, and ever since then, my heart chakra has been open. I've been having unconditional love for you guys, so understand that. And the chick I was with at the time, I'm not even getting into that, but yeah. So that was like the first time, right? And then I heard Brother Panic. But on a spiritual note, on some Christian stuff, I always had like I seen ghosts when I was little. I had old ladies come up to me and say I helped them across the street. I had them come say stuff to me. I done had, like older guys come up to me, preach the Lord of Christ to me, and then we'll watch a miracle happen before our eyes or a strange coincidence. I done had like Israelites come up to me, talk stuff to me. Sometimes I be with a group of friends. So like throughout my life, I always had these spiritual insights coming, the spiritual intelligence, I would say, coming to me, prepping me, tuning me to become this big spiritualist person now. Because now it's crazy. Because everything I know now is crazy. I'm about to tell y'all from beginning to how all of this really started. Like it's crazy. So I had that heart chakra moment. Then I went. Then a couple months. So I had that heart chakra moment. Me and that chick, we wound up like breaking up and shit. I wound up leaving that crib. You know what I mean? Going through like a homeless phase and all of that. You know what I mean? So like I went through it and then I wound up climbing out of it a little bit, but still like I was on my own struggling. I was at my sister crib when I heard the dude. And I listened to Brother Panic, bro. And I had headphones and shit, and I was listening to him. I walked all the way to the store. Like, this store was kind of far. I fucking walked to that store, walked back. It was a Friday. It felt vibrating. You never been at nighttime where it just seems like lit up? It's night, but it's just lit still. Like, normally the dark just feel dark, desolate, like empty. But some nights, the darkness feel alive. Drop a comment if you understand the types I'm talking about. But anyway, it felt like one of them nights. All the stars is in the sky, it's vibrating, it's warm, like they here right now. It was lit. So it was one of those vibrational nights, and I'm listening to him, and I just want to absorb every word he's talking about. And it had me so tapped in, and they was talking about these shirts, you know what I mean? Different shirts with symbolism on it, and how certain shirts could give you certain power, and you could use these shirts for, not like superpowers, but it's aids, you know what I mean? So I started to indulge in like candle magic is where I started at first. I started to get candles. And I started to get like, green candles. I was looking up for the colors of Opalo. That's what I had. I had a whole book of all of the information he was talking about. I was trying everything. So I had these candles, right? And I would light the candles. It was like certain colors bring you certain things you want. Like it was like a green candle, of course, would be for money. And like, I think a black candle was for like to banish bad luck, and a white candle was for something else, and then it went by like your sign, your zodiac sign. It went by your zodiac sign, and the month had a color for that candle month. So if you was this particular, if you was a Virgo, your color probably was like yellow or something like that. And then that would be a color candle that you would use to do particular, spell work on stuff that you wanted to do. And I was listening to a lot of shit. So I was coming up with a court case. I had a court case going on. And I was like, fuck, man, I need to try and use this candle magic and shit. And I fucking got them candles, and it was for favor in court. It was like a brown candle. And you gotta focus your attention. All you're doing is just lighting the candle, staring into the candle, focusing your attention into the candle. You know what I mean? I'm asking, trying to imagine what I want to happen. You know what I mean? I'm looking at the candle, imagining for what I want the outcome to be. That's what you're doing. And then as you get good with this candle magic, you will see the flame change. Like this shit is real. Like when the candle magic ain't working, the flame a flicker kind of way. I had looked all of this up. But like if it's like a spiritual connection, it'll flicker a different kind of way. Excuse me. And then if it would turn like green, I didn't focus a lot of energy before, and then the flame turned green. No capping. Like I don't witness as we continue on with these lives, gang, it's about to be crazy because I done witnessed some stuff and it's going down. So, as I was saying, like, hold on. All right, I probably could take it off because it's hurting my hand. Take this off the charger because oh, Dean, that must was somebody from Africa or something like that. Nigeria. Yeah, it had to be. Said your ego is massive. Your ego is too big for you. I do not like an ego like that. I'm gonna despise of you. I'm sick, dude. Like you heard about a sick dude. But like I was saying, yeah, so like I was doing the candle magic for Favor in court and shit. And that shit worked. I focused a lot of my attention in there. It was crazy delays. Shorty had crazy delays. She said this got in front of her, bus got in front of her, this shit. She was mad late for court, bro. Like it was about to be a closed, sealed deal. I was about to get my daughter. And I learned candle magic and that shit was working, but it wouldn't work for me getting money. And I was broke as fuck at the time. And I really couldn't figure out how to focus my attention on doing anything else to get any money. So, like, the shit wasn't working for me. Only thing that worked for me was getting a job and actually working labor for money. But what I realized was a mindset. And another thing. So I listened to, so I fucking got a job. I wound up getting a job. And this job was for like, that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's about being optimistic. So this job I applied for was for a cleaner. Told him I had 10 years experience for cleaning. Pay attention. I told him I had 10 years cleaning experience, right? And then I got the job, but I didn't clean shit. I think I did cleaning one day. At the end of that cleaning, it was like, oh, you know how to cook? You could be a chef in here. Boom. We can't have you back here. Oh, so I didn't do no cleaning. They skipped me for the cleaning position. Say, yeah, we only called you down here because you said you had 10 years experience. See? 10 years experience. I don't even think I had no damn 10 years experience. But I said I did. But technically, I probably did because my father's a cleaner and I've been cleaning shit since I was 8. So we don't even get into that. But, so they said like, oh, yeah, you want to wash dishes in the kitchen? That's what happened. They sent me from being a cleaner to washing dishes in the kitchen. I washed dishes one day. And when the chef came back there, they was like, oh, this you can't be washing dishes back here. This handsome face should be up there serving these women and these people this food. So they made me a cook that same day. That next day, I came in to cook. Like, I had a whole uniform on. But I was saying that to say, because to get the building ready, it was an insurance company for Genworth. To get the building ready, we had to do a lot of cleaning and shit. So I had to put in probably like, it was the most hours I think I worked in a week. It was like 120 hours in a week. So you understand that. I'm not capping. It was like 120 hours. So they gave me the money. It was a big check. I didn't get the job. I didn't get hired on either because that's when I had that felony, and that shit came back at the time, and I was fighting the case, and the case was pending, and then they didn't hire me. So I did get that check, and I made that money, and that money got me a crib. It got me a crib, right? Yes, that's when I got that crib. But before I got that crib, I was staying at somebody else's house. I heard Panic again, and I didn't understand shit he was talking about, but I knew it was something that I needed to listen to. You see what I'm saying? Like, it was on the frequency. I didn't understand what the fuck he was saying, any of the shit he was talking about. But I knew if I just sit there and listen, I would absorb it mentally. I would get the download. So that's what I did, and I fucking fell asleep listening to that nigga. And that's what I did, but like, that's how it started. So, boom, that led me to, right? I got off of the Brother Panic because he was on, this was when he was on RP, the Brother Panic. Rest in peace. I forgot to say that. RP to the spiritual one. He was on that radio station. Y'all know what radio station I'm talking about. Miss Blue? Right. He was on Miss Blue joint. And she used to say peace and greetings, loved ones. Word, I fucks with it. I love it. I love it. I'm just vibing. I'm just a clown. Comical. Not really a clown, just be comical. But yeah, so that's what I was listening to him on Miss Blue joint on that radio station. That was the vibe, yo. That shit was such a vibe. That shit was such a vibe. All her guests on there. So from there, that I'm this might be wrong, but like it's not wrong, but I'm just trying to say what happened with me. So I don't know. Then the Panic shit was like some radio station shit that I don't know how I tuned into. Like I had a Walkman. I don't know how I was listening to this shit on the radio. What it was, an iPod? What, I had an iPod? That's what we had back then? I don't even know, bro. CD, how was I listening? I remember walking to the store. What it was, I guess it was on a phone with headphones, right? Like, how was we listening to him? What that shit was airing on? Somebody let me know what that shit was airing on. I know somebody will later on in the comments. So, after that, right? What happened after that? So I got the crib, right? Got the crib. And I fucking came across Bob Proctor. This is before Lewis died, bro. Like, this is before all of this shit. I came across Bob Proctor. I'm gonna tell you what he helped me get. I came across Bob Proctor. Don't know how I came across this nigga, right? So I'm by myself. I got the crib. I don't got no furniture, gang. I don't got no furniture, bro. Like, shit. It's empty. But I got a nice ass crib though. Wall-to-wall carpet, fireplace downstairs. Shit was a townhouse, you know what I mean? Back patio. Shit was lit. Upstairs, downstairs, clean shit. Shit was nice. But I ain't had no furniture, no cap. But did I have a bed, right? I had a bed. I had a big ass bed upstairs. I had a bed. Ah, nigga had a bed. Nigga had to have a bed. I remember going on and yeah. All right, let's get back. Let's get back to the show. I'm tweaking on y'all. So what I was saying. So like, all right. So now I was like, damn, what happened? So I listened to Bob Proctor, right? And he was talking about the 13, the 11 laws. Yeah, those 11 laws of attraction, the law of attraction. Yeah, the universal laws. He was talking about that. He had something going on with that. He had like this little uh he had his little thing going on. I don't know. I don't even know how I came across Bob Proctor, but I definitely like I had this audio boost something I was watching on the phone, and he was talking about the law of attraction and how to attract things with your mind. So I was learning how to do that. And on some real shit. So he was like, yo, you gotta act like, you know what I mean? You gotta think about what you want, see what you want, and then you gotta just like own it and claim it type shit. But they not really telling you all this law of attraction shit is so much to this shit. So I'm fucking looking at Benzes. I'm broke as fuck still. Do I got that job? Oh, I got a job. I didn't even get into like the real like I'm trying to get to y'all to some spiritual shit. I'm not even trying to tell you like how I got that crib, the other crib I was at, nigga. I had to get another crib, nigga. I was working for. I had to get another job. Like shit was crazy. But I made it. So fucking I'm so I listened to the Bob Proctor nigga and he talking about manifesting shit. So I do some dumb shit like I'm trying to fucking go to the Benz dealer, get a Benz and shit. The motherfucking people drive me home in the Benz and shit. You know what I mean? I got the ride in the Benz. You know what I mean? I'm trying to own it. You see what I'm saying? So that manifestation went nowhere. Still to this day, I have no Benz. You know what I mean? Maybe I still won't have no Benz saying I have no Benz. I need to be saying this. I got a Benz now. You know. But anyway, so he had me on that law of attraction shit. So I started learning about the universal laws. And I didn't know nothing about, oh, law of give and receive. Oh, so you're supposed to give and receive. All these times people try to offer me shit. I say no. You shouldn't do that. You should take shit from people. But it really depends. Cause like I was telling my shorty, I was like, yo, don't take shit from these people next door. Yo, I don't believe in the Wiggins. Yeah, but it was in the bag. I'm like, yeah, I just don't like taking things from people. Take it, I'll throw it away. But anyway, I wouldn't do that to y'all stuff. So boom. I listened to the Bob Proctor shit. The Bob Proctor shit got me on. I'm sick as a dog right now, too. The Bob Proctor shit got me on. Yeah, I had this energy shot. Not no energy shot, but like these little shots that's got like ginger and shit in it. So, anyway, like immunity shots, yeah. Um, so I listened to the Bob Proctor shit. The Ben shit didn't work. So I started thinking about a TV, right? Like, damn, I need a TV because I needed some furniture and shit. So somehow, forget about this manifestation. I go to the store. Don't you know when I come out of, because me and Damo ain't had no food and shit. That was my dog name. Had a little red-nosed pit. So me and Damo ain't had no food. So don't you know when I come out the fucking store, out of Walmart, what do I see? A TV just sitting right there in the cart. Sitting right there in the cart. Not in front of the building. Like down. Going like straight down the direction I'm going. Like all the way in the parking lot, in the middle of the parking lot. Like by itself in the cart. Like somebody just left it there. Like they just brought a new TV, left that TV. It wasn't no flat screen, guys. It wasn't a flat. I couldn't manifest the flat screen game. But I manifested TV. I damn sure needed a TV. I was wanting a TV so bad. And then as soon as I come out of Walmart, boom, TV. That shit was crazy. I took that fucking TV home with the shopping cart. Left that fucking, how else I was taking it? I had to take that shopping cart, I think. I think I took that shopping cart. I can't even remember. But one thing I do remember is I got that TV in the house. That TV in the house, and that shit blew my mind. And that was the first time I uh used the law of attraction, and I noticed that I attracted something. I'm pretty sure I attracted more stuff than that, just unconsciously didn't know it. Yeah, so like shit, and that was so far back. Moving forward after that, like the consciousness shit just drowned after that. After that, I was done. It was no more panic in my life. It was none of that shit. That panic was those 2 times. And then that was it. And then it was the Bob Proctor shit. And then something happened where he discouraged me. I think some shit I read about him, they was hating on him. Say he was broke or some shit like that. Ain't really had no money back then or something. Whatever, they was some tabloid bullshit discouraged me or some shit. I don't know. But it wasn't much that I could receive from the Bob Proctor shit. And I was doing. So after that, spiritually, it was nothing. I fucking met this lady who was trying to do this spiritual shit with some candles, talking about I had my ancestors and all did some bad shit, and it was generational curses and all this shit. She was supposed to be lighting all these candles for a nigga, but she really just wanted niggas to clean her crib and shit. And I'm like, y'all got a fucking job already. Like, I'm not cleaning shit for this little bit ass money. I ain't doing this shit. And then they like wanted me to take the money. I was like, you know what? I don't even want the money, yo. Like, I'm out of here. Niggas like, you don't want to ride? I was like, hell no. Like, nigga, I lived far, like 2.5 hour walk. So I ain't give a fuck. I left, nigga. I ain't give a fuck. And I ain't take the money. Them niggas, don't you know, them people chase me all the way home to try to get me to take that money. I wouldn't take that money. Hell no, I want to take that money. Like a whole hour. And I was thinking to God, like, damn, what my life gonna be one day. Like, shit gotta be better for me than what I'm going through. Like, and shit is way better than it is now. But I never even went through all lost the sign at that moment. Like, damn, you about to go through way more shit than that. This shit is crazy, y'all. Like, my battery about to die. But this was my first live. So, y'all want me to continue with this story on my spiritual journey? Drop a comment. And I'll drop the next video. If I receive 10 comments saying drop the next one or anything like that, I'll drop it. And that's what it is. Because I got a lot of exclusive shit to talk about. Because this spiritual journey shit, it gets so much deeper than this. It gets so much more deeper than this. Because there's aliens involved in this story. Lewis. Like, shit. I'm trying to tell you, gang. Like, I seen a lot of shit, yo. I seen a lot of shit. And it's a lot of shit. It's a lot of shit, y'all. Just know God is good. Love and light till we meet again. I need to figure out how you end these lives, right? I don't know, guys, but I guess I'll figure it out. Oh, what's that down there?